Hello, my friends. My name is Darren Gerdes. Here are the three big stories for today. I woke up this morning and saw all the news articles about how Ukraine claims to have sunk a Russian warship in occupied Crimea. It is a legitimate thing. I did a whole video about this here. I apologize. Somehow I posted only 3 minutes of this 8-minute and change video, so it's now reposted. Please forgive me for that, but it's all there. One thing I didn't talk about was this from Zelensky. Today, I would like to thank all of our warriors and units who are restoring security and Ukraine's control over our skies and the Black Sea. Ukraine has already proven its capabilities and strength. The number of destroyed Russian aircraft, as well as our warriors' achievements against the Russian fleet, serve as proof of this. There are no safe harbors for Russian terrorists in the Black Sea, and there will be none, just as there will be no safe place for the skies for them if Ukraine has sufficient strength. And they're proving their strength in the air as well, and I can tell you why. I'm going to do that, I think, in a video tomorrow. Okay, so next, shifting gears to the second story. Czech president on sending troops to Ukraine. So he's talking about that too. Let's not limit ourselves. So this I thought was interesting. I endorse searching for ways to help, including continuing discussions about possible military presence in Ukraine. Let's not impose limits on ourselves if we do not have to, President Pavel said, adding, Europe must play a bigger role in deterring Russia. He's absolutely right about staking out that position. Oh, wait a minute, he's saber-rattling. He's going to cause World War III. No. Putin only understands force. He doesn't, when you back down and say, no, we're not going to do that, he sees that as weakness. Now, that's coupled with this. This was Macron, French President Emmanuel Macron, this week is likely to announce Paris's support for the Czech Republic's proposal to purchase ammunition for Ukraine in countries outside the EU. Well, it was France and I think Germany that were blocking that. They wanted it to be built in EU so that the money would stay in the EU, and they're realizing that was kind of a foolish way of doing this. A Czech project to purchase hundreds of thousands of artillery shells from outside the EU. Germany, Netherlands, Denmark have all joined France in backing the plan, as has the Netherlands here, as has Lithuania has joined that initiative. And I got to hand it to Macron. Macron has done something pretty significant here. He's actually become kind of the macho figure in Europe. It's a really interesting thing to watch. Macron earlier, I'm going to go a little out of order. Macron earlier on March 5th said that he fully stood behind remarks last week in which he did not rule out the deployment of Western troops in Ukraine, which sent a shockwave around Europe. And everybody was like, no, we're not sending troops, we're not sending troops, we're not sending troops. He also said that the allies should avoid looking cowardly in supporting the country. We are surely approaching a moment for Europe in which it will be necessary not to be cowards, Macron said in a visit to the Czech Republic. And I believe that our two countries are aware of what's happening in Europe. That war has returned to our land. Now, in light of that, John Kirby, the national security spokesperson, said President Zelensky hasn't asked for that, talking about boots on the ground. He's just asking for the tools and capabilities. He's never asked for foreign troops to fight in his country. And that's true. But Macron's onto something. He's recognizing, as is Pavel, that you have to be willing to put this on the table. You don't want to do it, but you have to be willing to do it. Okay, so next story. Today is Super Tuesday, and I don't have a lot to tell you because it's only, as I'm doing this, just before 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but we'll find out a lot about what's happening with the presidential election in the United States based on that. If you look at it right now, Donald Trump has 273 delegates. Nikki Haley only has 43. Hopefully she can pick up some tonight, but even if she doesn't, all she has to do is stay in the race, and if Donald Trump flames out, she's next in line. So, okay, the predicted market's not looking very good for her. This is where people actually put real money down on making their wagers. 3 cents on Haley, 93 cents on Trump. We'll see if this changes. Thank you for your time, and thank you for being the kind of person that cares about Ukraine.